Hello, my name is Tatem Oldham, and I'm the Interim Director at Liberal Arts Career Services. My background is in recruiting and as a hiring manager. And then, of course, I've spent several years as a career coach. I've been lucky to work with thousands of liberal arts majors at UT over the years, many of whom have an array of different language skills they've been able to use both in work and in life. Here at Liberal Arts Career Services, we serve over 10,000 students from 50 different departments on campus. Our students and alumni work in a variety of different career industries, and our goal is to help them translate their degree into a world of possibilities. Today, we're going to talk about the importance of language skills in the world of work. We're going to start off by talking about why people study languages. First off, you may be interested in exploring languages because you're interested in the media of that particular language or culture. Maybe the historical context, having a better understanding of the geopolitical landscape, or the art or literature from a particular region of the world. That interest might be more of a personal hobby for you, but that doesn't mean that you can't use it in your working life as well. You may just really enjoy being adventurous and having a wide variety of travel opportunities. Many of our students study abroad. Exploring new places and experiences are good for you, both professionally and personally. Many alumni report that studying abroad was one of the most memorable parts of college for them. Getting out of our comfort zone helps us understand where others are coming from and prepares us to better empathize. And I also think there's a degree of being humble that comes along with studying abroad and traveling. When we're forced to speak in a language that might not be our first language, we invariably don't speak that language perfectly. And that's a good reminder for us when we return home of what it's like to be an immigrant. These are lifelong lessons that our students take with them. Communication is also a really important reason to study languages, and in fact, communication skills are very highly sought out by employers hiring recent graduates. And then from a linguistics and pedagogy standpoint, there's something special that happens to your brain when you're learning a new language. That language acquisition process is similar to the effect that exercise has on our muscles. There's been all sorts of research done on the positive effects of learning another language on our brain, including it strengthening our ability to focus and even slowing down the rate of dementia of people who speak more than one language. So really, there are many reasons why we should study languages. Let's talk a little bit about the most practical application of the language skills that you might be learning. So there are a few different routes we're going to look at in this context. First, we're going to talk about language-specific jobs. And as you might expect, those are primarily translating, interpreting, and teaching. So in translating, of course, we're referring to written information and then interpreting it as an oral process. In simultaneous interpreting, the interpreter listens and renders the message in the target language at the same time as the speaker is speaking. The other big category here is teaching. I want you to think not just about teaching in the K through 12 setting or the college setting, but I also want you to think about it in terms of there being teaching opportunities for all ages in different settings, including adult learners. Anywhere from refugees learning as adults or working professionals in the corporate setting who want to expand their language skills for business purposes. You could be teaching language skills to our military. In fact, there's usually a bonus you get in the military if you speak multiple languages. And being the person who teaches the military to speak other languages is also a career path to think about. This category also includes teaching State Department employees to speak other languages. Entry-level positions teaching English in Japan, several of those programs exist, or a variety of other places in the world. There are a lot of programs out there that give our students opportunities to go abroad and spend a few years teaching English and having an adventure before they come back home. And our alumni report they learn a lot from living and working abroad for a couple of years at a time. Now we're going to talk about careers where you might use your language skill sets, but they're not the core aspect of the job. So language skills may be directly involved and or highly sought after in a variety of industries, as you might imagine. So the first one that jumps in your head might be diplomacy, of course working as an ambassador in the State Department. As a diplomat, you can get paid to learn other languages on the job, especially if that's something that you have a natural aptitude for. In fact, our current diplomat in residence at the LBJ school talks about how before she was placed as an ambassador in China, she was paid to spend over a year learning Mandarin. Within the intelligence community, there are critical languages that are very much in demand. Speaking these languages can make you a stronger applicant. If you speak Russian, Korean, Urdu, Mandarin, Farsi, or Arabic, for example, there are a variety of critical language skills out there that really can enhance your application to work for the CIA, the NSA, the FBI, or Homeland Security. Within marketing, advertising, and public relations, you've probably all seen those times when someone doesn't understand the differences between cultures and they try to translate something word for word in a marketing campaign and might do some sort of advertising that really doesn't translate to that culture and in fact can be quite offensive. Our students have the language skills that can prevent those mistakes from happening in the first place. Consulting is another path to consider. Consulting firms have branches all over the world, and being able to speak other languages can certainly enhance a consultant's professional credentials. I'd also encourage you to think about paths like social work and advocacy, where again, you might be working with refugees, you might be working with English language learners. Language skills can help lawyers and medical professionals as well. They can better understand and connect with their clients and patients through language. There's a shortage of attorneys and doctors who can speak Spanish in Texas, for example. Languages and a liberal arts education more broadly can help students and future professionals develop and hone core competencies needed for careers in a variety of great fields. Liberal arts majors take more foreign language coursework than other majors on campus, and that really pays off for you professionally and personally, and can also make you a stronger applicant when you're applying for jobs. So let's talk about some skills and some career competencies that employers tend to be looking for. Cross-cultural competence and understanding of culture, especially in the international job market, is increasingly lucrative when applying for jobs. Communication, as I mentioned, is very highly sought out by employers, and in fact, in a recent survey, the majority of employers rated communication skills as the most sought out skill of their recent graduates. You know, for social media, for a website, various sources in more than one language is also going to be important. I also want you to think about the importance of understanding other people and that socio-emotional intelligence can help. Innovation is required of using languages and cultures to think differently and new ways of formulating concepts. New ways of formulating concepts and then learnability. That's probably our most transferable skill that liberal arts majors develop. Being able to learn fast in an ever-changing job market. Many of you have probably heard that statistic that it's very likely that the job that you have in 20 years is something that hasn't been developed yet. Learning new languages and new ways to navigate new countries and cultures, that learnability, being able to learn things on your feet and take initiative and ownership, that's going to be very important for employers and something that employers seek out for a long time, regardless of what field you go into. We're going to talk a little bit more about emotional intelligence, that listening and showing empathy in different cultures, and showing an ability to manage and appreciate the world, that see people, and appreciate that people see the world very differently than you do. I think it's such an important part of the college experience, being able to think about things from various perspectives and perhaps change your thinking. And then systems thinking, really being able to make connections between diverse and culturally different components for solving complex problems. Being able to problem solve is something that our employers continuously tell us they're seeking out in their new graduates that they're hiring for. Let's talk about optimizing your language study for careers. So here's what you can do to really put yourself in a good position when you're marketing yourself to employers. Think about practicing your language skills with native speakers. It's even better if you're able to practice your skills in that country for cultural and societal immersion. So taking courses in other subjects, but in that new language, living with a host family, actually immersing yourself in that culture and not just surrounding yourself with other Americans during your trip or study abroad, for example. Having an internship and/or relevant work experience is something that employers are always going to be looking for on your resume when you apply for entry-level jobs. And then conducting research to develop your academic and analytical skill sets, especially for those in-depth topic exploration, that's going to be important as well. Now I want to talk a bit about some resources that you can explore, and I want you to look at one in particular called Interstride. You'll want to click on the URL on the screen, then you want to look halfway down the page under the Prepare section to find the link for that. And then you can sign in using your EID and password. Interstride is great for exploring country-specific career resources. So if you were interested in going to Japan to work, you could learn more about how to job search in that particular country and about the different cultural norms for job searching there. You can do that for a variety of countries through Interstride. You'll also want to check out our Introduction to International Career Planning page on our website. And that's going to give you a better sense of, if you do want an international career, how to go about thinking about that, because it's not enough just to say, I'm going to work internationally. You want to have a strong idea of what you want to be doing in that role and what part of the world you want to be in, and how your language skills are going to prepare you for that career path. You should also explore study abroad opportunities specifically offered for liberal arts majors. Currently, our study abroad program is inactive because of COVID-19, but I know that many of you are looking forward to exploring study abroad opportunities once it's safe to do so again. I'm going to talk a little bit about the services our office provides. Career coaching, of course, we offer on a one-on-one individual basis. All of our services are still available while we're working from home. We're conducting our career coaching sessions via Zoom or via phone if that's easier for you. Career coaching includes everything from helping you with your resume to specifically helping you figure out how to include your study abroad experience on that resume, to helping you write cover letters, to preparing for interviews. We also help you search for jobs and internships, including brainstorming positions that may be a fit for your interests and skills. During our one-on-one sessions, we also offer pre-law advising if you're interested in law school. Our law school admissions coach can meet with you via Zoom to talk about your goals, to look at your personal statement, to help strategize on how many law schools you should be applying to, what your safety school might be, etc. We also offer graduate school admissions coaching. Our graduate school admissions coach can help you with your statement of purpose, getting letters of rec from faculty members, thinking about which graduate programs make the most sense for your professional needs, and pointing you toward resources to help with GRE prep. And then, of course, we also offer courses for academic credit. We offer web-based internship courses so that you can get credit for your internship, and professional development courses for credit. We also offer recruiting, whether that's career fairs, employer info sessions, or job postings in our BTT Gateway system. We're still offering virtual fairs, we're still having virtual information sessions with employers, and we look forward to helping you with your recruiting needs going forward. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My email address is on the screen. That phone number at the bottom of the page is our virtual front desk number, so you can still reach us at 512-471-7900. Students can also schedule appointments online through their BTT Gateway accounts. And if you have any questions about how to set that up, you are free to reach out to me via email or to give us a call. We hope that you stay safe, and we look forward to helping you with your career goals. Thank you.